called 911 right away. And as I called 911, he was still going on and on. And I honestly didn't really know what he was saying. He didn't really speak the greatest English. But I talked to the 911 dispatcher, and he seemed really rattled, and like he did not know even what was going on. But he was definitely very nervous.
And you were just on your way to work?
I was just on my way to work, getting out of my car, and I just see this man come running out of his house with duct tape on him. So I was like, I have to help.
Can you describe how he looked?
He was definitely disheveled. He was definitely like scared, and he probably didn't know what just happened himself. That's what I would think.
Did you see his kids or his wife come out?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was only there for maybe 5 minutes. Then two police cars pulled up. I told them, they asked me what happened, and I had to get to work. So I mean, it's my second day. I didn't want to be that late. They all understood, but I mean, yeah, that was crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
When you were calling 911, what was going through your head?
I was wondering if this was real, because like that, I'm from Long Island, New York, and like Queens is basically Long Island to me, but I've never seen something like that. Like a guy come out of his house with duct tape all over his face. Like,
yeah, it seems like a movie.
Yeah, literally a movie. That's what I thought. I'm like, what is going on right now? So I mean, obviously, like, I was a little taken back, and I was like, as I was on the phone with dispatcher, I was like, is this real? That's what I was.
Otherwise, we're going to close the other end of the street area.
现在救护车来了，可能屋主要出来了，所以警察把这个线拉起来了。Can you walk inside？ 站在这吧，那个屋主要出来了。大家看一下啊，站过来。这个也进去了啊，当时那个也是弄得好像。
Yeah, we just coming to let Con Edison into the building that we were selling, and I saw all these cops pull up, running into a house, and I just found out that they had a home invasion. Yeah, I mean, two guys pushed their way in with guns. They robbed the people. I think they tied them up. Pretty pathetic what's going on today.
How would you describe the safety of this neighborhood and the quality of life in this neighborhood?
I think the quality of life in New York in general has gone down. You can't argue with the fact, with all these politicians letting criminals out every day, just really not doing what they're supposed to be doing. In general, the quality is just really bad. There is no safe neighborhood anymore.
They ended up finding the stolen vehicle a couple blocks away. Now, I get to understand that you work around this area?
Yeah, I work right down the block, and I live down the block.
And in all your years of living here, have you ever experienced any type of situation like this or anything similar?
No, there's a lot of things going on that doesn't even get reported. People are just afraid to report a lot of things. They don't want to get involved. It's pretty scary.
Now, my question to you is, as a resident of this neighborhood, someone who works around here, has their business around here, now, my question to you is, in terms of safety, public safety, and if you could speak to the mayor of New York City, Mayor Adams, and if you could speak to Governor Kathy Hochul, what would you say to them in regards to safety? How would you express yourself to them?
Well, listen, Governor Hochul, I have no faith in her whatsoever. She really doesn't know what she's doing. She has no concept. She's a very wealthy woman. She's out of touch. Andrew Cuomo, he started this problem when he was the governor. Okay, now he wants to be mayor. It's ridiculous. Hochul, like I said, she's absolutely clueless. She doesn't run the state. The legislature runs the state. They tell her what to do. She's a puppet. Mayor Adams, I expect more from him, but he's limited in what he can do. But he's a retired cop. I'm a retired cop. He should be doing a lot more for this city. But again, he's got a radical city council who will override any of his vetoes. He's got a governor who doesn't like him. So, you know, basically, how much can one guy do? It doesn't make sense. These politicians all need to be held accountable. Unfortunately, until it hits home with them, they're not going to make any changes. So the voters have to stop, get their head out of their pillows, and come out here and say, hey, you know what? These politicians are not representing us. They're clueless. That's the only thing that's going to make things change, or people are going to keep leaving here like they are. A lot of people leaving here. Nobody wants to be here. You can follow the census. There's plenty of statistics out there. Nobody wants to live in this city. Nobody wants to live in this state because the politicians are driving them out. Again, Andrew Cuomo started this when he said to tell people, take your conservatives out of here, take your Bible people out of here, your gun people out of here. It's chasing people away instead of trying to bring people in.
What's your name?
Anthony Corolla.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.